going to study about the anemia. Most of the time you heard this word definitely in your life once. So competencies for the today's class are define anemia and classify based on morphology and the etiology, explain the physiological basis of the symptoms or signs of the anemia, and describe the causes and physiological basis of the treatment of iron deficiency anemia as well as the megaloblastic anemia. Definition: it is a condition in which there is decreased oxygen carrying capacity of blood either due to decreased RBC count less than 4 million or decreased hemoglobin count less than 12 gram percent or both. Classification: there are two types of classification, morphological as well as etiological. Morphological classification: as we know that there are three types in morphological classification: hypochromic microcytic anemia, normocytic anemia, macrocytic normochromic anemia. Coming to the hypochromic microcytic anemia, here mean corpuscular volume and mean corpuscular hemoglobin and mean corpuscular hemoglobin concentration are below normal. If you don't know about this, soon I am making video on this blood indices. You will come to know what are MCV, MCH and MCHC. Micronormoblasts are seen in bone marrow examinations. Examples are iron deficiency anemia as well as thalassemia, where there is formation of the globin component of HB is defective. Looking into the normochromic normocytic anemia, MCV, MCH and MCHC are within normal range. Here, size and hemoglobin concentration of the red cells are normal. This is most important. In the blood film, that is in peripheral smear. Conditions where normocytic normochromic anemia occurs: substantial blood loss in blood loss anemia and hemolysis in hemolytic anemia, and impairment of red cell production by bone marrow failure or chronic failure. Macrocytic normochromic anemia. The word suggests that RBCs are larger but looks in normal color. Color of the RBCs are normal. Here MCV is upper limit of the normal, which suggests that there is increased RBC size. MCH is also above the upper limit of the normal, but MCHC may be normal or decrease. Megaloblasts are seen in bone marrow examinations. Megaloblastic anemia. Example: megaloblastic anemia itself. It's due to the deficiency of vitamin B12 or the folic acid. Morphological classification is completed. Now we will study about the etiological classification. There are mainly three types: blood loss anemia and aplastic anemia and the hemolytic anemia. Blood loss anemia. It may be due to acute hemorrhage. Anemia due to acute hemorrhage depends on the extent of blood loss and time that lapsed since the bleeding. Acute blood loss, there is reduced in total blood volume. Compensatory mechanism set in to expand the blood volume. So hemodilution, due to hemodilution there is reduced HB content. Chronic hemorrhage, that may be due to gastrointestinal blood loss, respiratory diseases, genitourinary diseases, diseases of genital tract. In gastrointestinal blood loss, that may be due to peptic ulcer or the hookworm infestation. In respiratory diseases such as pulmonary tuberculosis and bronchogenic carcinoma, and in epistaxis. Epistaxis is bleeding from the nose. And in genitourinary diseases, hematuria and a hemoglobinuria. In diseases of genital tract, loss of blood from genital tract like menstrual disorders, menorrhagia or uterine pathologies produces the anemia. Aplastic anemia. caused due to impaired red cell production itself. Marrow examination shows that there is near absence of hemopoietic precursor cells. Causes of aplastic anemia: acquired conditions, hereditary conditions, and idiopathic, the commonest 65% of all causes, where we EDS don't know what are the cause of the aplastic anemia. Acquired conditions: chemicals such as benzene, DDT, and pentachlorophenol. Drugs such as anti-cancer drugs, cyclophosphamide, busulfan, methotrexate, 5-fluorouracil, and daunorubicin. Antibiotics: chloramphenicol, diuretics, acetazolamide, and anti-inflammatory phenylbutazone. Anticonvulsants: carbamazepine and the hydantoin. Radiations of bone marrow, viral infections such as Epstein-Barr virus and hepatitis non-A and non-B. In hereditary conditions, Fanconi anemia and Schwarzman syndrome. Coming back to the hemolytic anemia, increase in the rate of red cell destruction. Earlier we studied about decreased production, here increased destruction. Causes of the hemolytic anemia: intracorpuscular defects and the extracorpuscular defects. Membrane defects: hereditary spherocytosis, hereditary elliptocytosis. Hemoglobin defects, hemoglobinopathies, sickle cell anemia, abnormal hemoglobins like HbC, HbE, HbD, etc., and unstable hemoglobin diseases. Thalassemia, thalassemia major and the minor. Enzyme defects, deficiency of pyruvate kinase, glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase. Extracorpuscular defects: acquired immune mechanisms, warm and cold antibodies, hemolytic disease of the newborn, incompatible blood transfusion, drug-induced anemia. Non-immune mechanisms: cardiac hemolytic anemia, March hemoglobinuria, drug-induced infections, burns, etc., and also hereditary causes. Next competency: signs and symptoms of anemia. How a patient presents to you who is anemic. Symptoms are weakness, loss of appetite, and uninterest in certain things or all things. Signs: you can elicit that degree of paleness usually by looking at the lower palpebral conjunctiva or the nail beds. We will discuss some types of anemias properly. Firstly, the iron deficiency anemia. It's the most commonest form of anemia in India or in developing countries. India is also one among developing countries. Causes: increased physiological demand during pregnancy, lactation, and the growing children. Extra iron is required. Inadequate iron intake, that is due to deficiency in the diet. Pathological blood loss, peptic ulcer, piles, worm infestations, epistaxis, and the hemoptysis. There are some more conditions where it's pathological. Laboratory findings: it's microcytic hypochromic anemia. Here you are seeing normal RBC. Here its size is reduced, and here its color is reduced, where chroma refers to the color. So reduced RBC color. Blood indices MCV, MCH, and the MCHC are decreased. Bone marrow examination shows that micronormoblasts are present. Here is table from GKPAL. You can study this from your textbook. All things are mentioned here. You can see marrow iron stores are deficient here. And treatment part: iron supplementation is given. Now to study about the megaloblastic anemia, it's the last competency of today's class. Causes: folate deficiency as well as the vitamin B12 deficiency. Folate deficiency caused due to the pregnancy, hemolytic anemias, defective absorption, dietary deficiencies, drugs like hereditine or phenytoin, etc., and the folate trap. We will study about this in biochemistry. Vitamin B12 that may be caused due to nutritional deficiency and the gastric atrophy, decreased absorption, pregnancy, and the Addisonian pernicious anemia. Laboratory findings. In laboratory findings, here we will study about normal and the megaloblastic anemia. Red cell morphology normal in RBC, normal RBC, and here it's a macrocytic. Red cell indices MCV, MCH and the MCHC are normal. Here MCV is increased, MCH is increased, MCHC normal or decreased. So please highlight this. And the marrow erythropoiesis, normoblastic cells are seen, megaloblastic cells are seen, and the marrow iron stores normal, here it's increased. First is the treatment form of the megaloblastic anemia. We will give folic acid with the vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 will be 100 to 1000 microgram with intramuscular. Folic acid reduces the anemia and vitamin B12 reduces the neurological symptoms. So, this is the end of today's video. If you have any doubt, please drop down a comment below. Thanks for watching video completely. Stay happy, stay well, study well.